Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P055C indicates a low voltage issue in the rocker arm oil pressure sensor circuit, specifically relating to the sensor's ability to send accurate readings to the powertrain control module, PCM. The rocker arm oil pressure sensor is critical for managing the oil pressure within the rocker arm assembly, which impacts engine performance and efficiency. Its precise location is usually close to the cylinder head, where it can effectively monitor oil flow. The sensor sends voltage signals to the PCM, which interprets these signals to determine if oil pressure is adequate. If the voltage drops below the specified threshold, it triggers the DTC P055C, indicating a malfunction in the circuit. This troubleshooting guide will systematically address potential causes and repair strategies for resolving this error in the Honda Accord models spanning 2017 to 2023. The DTC P055C specifically refers to issues with the rocker arm oil pressure sensor circuit showing low voltage. The rocker arm oil pressure sensor, crucial for the engine's performance, measures the oil pressure and communicates that information to the PCM. When the voltage from this sensor falls to 0.18 volts or less, it raises a flag for the engine management system. This can lead to erratic engine performance or harsh driving conditions. The PCM relies on accurate data from the sensor to manage oil pressure effectively, which impacts engine longevity and responsiveness. Understanding how this component works and where it is located is essential for effective troubleshooting. Several potential causes can lead to the DTC P055C. First and foremost, poor electrical connections can disrupt the signal flow from the rocker arm oil pressure sensor to the PCM. This could be partial or complete disconnections due to corrosion, dirt, or mechanical wear. Additionally, loose terminals in the connector can result in intermittent relays, which may not always present a failure, but can cause sporadic low-voltage readings. Another possibility is the rocker arm oil pressure sensor itself being faulty, leading to incorrect voltage outputs. Lastly, damaged wiring, specifically in the circuits leading to the sensor, can either short or break, compromising the integrity of the signals being sent and received. When the DTC P055C is triggered, you may notice a series of symptoms that indicate engine performance issues. One of the most common symptoms includes poor engine performance. Reduced oil pressure can lead to inefficient lubrication of the engine components, resulting in increased wear or even engine damage. Drivers may also observe warning lights illuminating on the dashboard, signaling an urgent issue that requires attention. Fluctuations in fluid pressure can also be apparent, which may cause irregular engine responses or odd noises during operation. Recognizing these symptoms early on is essential for preventing further damage and ensuring the vehicle remains in optimal operating condition. The first step in troubleshooting the DTC P055C is to verify the problem by turning the vehicle to the on mode. Following this, you will use the HDS or Honda Diagnostic System to check the current conditions of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor. You will specifically look for the sensor voltage. It should ideally be above 0.18 volts. If the reading matches this threshold, you can confirm that the failure is genuine, allowing you to proceed to the next troubleshooting step. Conversely, if the condition does not meet the threshold, it may suggest an intermittent failure. In that case, you should check connections for any loose or corroded terminals before moving on. In this step, you will turn the vehicle to the off mode and then disconnect the rocker arm oil pressure sensor 3P connector. Next, you will turn the vehicle to the on mode again and proceed to use the HDS to check the sensor voltage. The expected value should be the same as before. 0.18 volts or less. If the reading continues to fall within the same threshold as observed prior, it signifies that the issue may lie elsewhere, prompting you to move on to the next step for further diagnosis. However, if the reading diverges from this threshold, it implicates a more significant issue with the rocker arm oil pressure sensor or its immediate circuit setup. Now, you need to carefully measure the voltage between specified test points while ensuring the vehicle is in on mode and the rocker arm oil pressure sensor is disconnected. Test point 1 corresponds to the female terminal's number 1 and test point 2 to number 3 of the sensor's connector. You should be looking for a reading of about 5.0 volts. If this voltage is confirmed, it indicates that the circuit leading to the sensor is operational. In this case, it would warrant replacing the rocker arm oil pressure sensor as it has failed to provide correct data to the PCM. A failure at this critical juncture can decisively impact engine function, thus requiring immediate action. For this troubleshooting step, ensure that the vehicle is turned to the off mode and that you jump the SCS line using the HDS, waiting over 1 minute for an accurate reading. You will then disconnect the PCM connector E, ADP, before checking continuity between specified test points, which are the terminal number 3 of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor 3P connector and number 77 of the PCM connector. This step aims to ensure that the VCC2 wire, which carries voltage signals, is intact. If continuity is confirmed, it suggests that the VCC2 wire is functional, prompting you to check for any service information related to the DTC, or consider replacing the PCM if necessary. On the other hand, if there's no continuity, you will need to locate and repair any openings in this wire to ensure proper signal transmission. In this final troubleshooting step, again start with the vehicle in the off mode, jump the SCS line, and wait more than 1 minute. After this, disconnect the PCM connector E, ADP, for accurate measurements. You will then check for continuity between the second female terminal in the rocker arm oil pressure sensor 3P connector and body ground. This step serves to identify any shorts in the P-oil wire that could be contributing to the low voltage readings causing the DTC. If continuity exists, it reveals a short has occurred, necessitating repairs to the P-oil wire, which connects back to the PCM. If no continuity is found, further checks for service information regarding the DTC or replacement of the PCM may be warranted. After completing all necessary repairs and replacements, it's crucial to conduct a final verification to ensure that everything functions correctly. Begin by double-checking all connections associated with the rocker arm oil pressure sensor and the PCM to make sure there are no overlooked loose terminals or poor connections. Following this, the vehicle should be taken for a test drive, which will allow you to monitor performance and make sure that the issue does not reoccur. After the test drive, utilize the HDS to rescan for any DTCs. Ideally, DTC P055C should not be present anymore. This process confirms that the repair has been successful and the circuit is functioning as intended, maintaining optimal engine performance. Preventive maintenance is essential in avoiding the recurrence of DTC P055C or related issues. Regular inspections of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor and surrounding wiring can help catch potential failures before they escalate. It's also advisable to routinely check electrical connections for corrosion or looseness, which can lead to circuit failures over time. Keeping connectors clean and free from dirt and debris is equally important, as contamination can interrupt electrical signals. Regular maintenance not only prolongs the life of your sensor, but also optimizes engine performance by ensuring consistent and reliable oil pressure readings. Implementing these preventive measures can save time and expenses in the long run. In conclusion, addressing the DTC P055C involves a systematic approach that includes verifying potential failures, measuring voltages, and checking wiring integrity. Proper troubleshooting can identify whether the problem lies in the sensor itself or in the electrical connections and wiring. It's crucial to resolve these issues promptly to protect engine performance and longevity. Preventive maintenance plays an invaluable role in ensuring these systems function correctly and can help prevent future occurrences of this error code. By following these detailed troubleshooting steps, you can ensure that your Honda Accord continues to operate efficiently and effectively. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.